Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We talk, you listen. Streaming to the world and beyond, we will talk about all aspects of life. We will host a variety of guests, where each week we will educate, motivate, encourage, and inspire you. Let's get started with your host, Mr. L.A.
Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey and filling in the gap. Yeah, it's your host, Mr. L.A. Welcome to a new episode. So you know when the new episodes come out, that means it's a new week. That means you need to get your energy up. Just like I told you last week, we are in quarter 4. Get your 4s up. Make sure you're keeping that same energy. Make sure you are still believing. Make sure you are fully aware of what is going on, what your mission is, what you're trying to accomplish, and let no one steer you from it. Stay focused. You got this. All right? Keep going. Let's do it. All right, man. Oh, man. What a week. What a week. I don't know if I share with you guys, but my 9 to 5 currently, I am, as a math teacher, but I'm also the moderator for the current senior class. So I followed them through the years from their freshman year all the way up to their senior year. So I've always been their moderator. And this year at the greatest high school, Archbishop Carroll High School in DC, there's a tradition. So we have this thing where we decorate the fence. The seniors come up with a phrase, and we put the phrase on the fence. So I know, at least since I was in high school, and I've seen it for the past 25 years. It's always been a senior thing, and just making sure that gets done. I know the years when we did it, took one day, right? Man, when I tell you this past week, it has been with so many different complications, so many different types of stresses and just different things like that. It was just really, really crazy and really, really draining. I had not even half the class work on it. Most of them were trying to chill on the side. Most of them, these kids these days doing TikToks and just different things like that. And it wasn't as productive as it should have been. Now, we did get it done. All right. At the end of the day, if I had to spend a night to make it happen, we did get it done at the end of the day. And that's what I'm glad that they did. But when I tell you, every piece of patience that I had, every piece of nerve that they got on, it was so chaotic. And when I think about everything, what I realize is, man, you gonna get tested. Even when you know how to do something, even in your comfortability, the test is either going to take you out of your comfort zone or take you to the next level, or the test will show that you might need to take this test again. And when I tell you, I was getting, different attitudes from the students, from administration. I wasn't getting any help. I was doing stuff myself. And one day I just shut the whole operation down. I was hot. I'm talking about pissed. All right. And just so many things were coming at me. And it's just like, all right, I had to make a decision one day. One day I just had to make a decision. I'm like, you know what? This is a test. I'm not going to fail this test. This fence is going to get done, and it's going to be done in a way where we can keep the tradition going, but also understand the importance of it, but also that through all these obstacles, I'm still going to push through. All right, man, I often think about the times I pray sometimes, and sometimes we all do the same thing. I know I'm not the only person. We pray about things because we don't really want to go through those tough times, or we don't want the consequences of those tough times. And so I realized that we miss out on some of the blessings in our lives because we ask God not to help us go through the test, but take the test away. Even though the test was built for us to get confidence, for us to have experience, and for us to have something to share. I hope everybody is feeling me on that one right there. I know I've done it so many times, and there's some things I've done lately. I'm like, Lord, I don't even want to deal with it. But it doesn't build my character. It doesn't help me with experience. It doesn't help me with wisdom. At least going through these things, I can say, hi, I know how to deal with that. I know when that happened, what tweaks I need to make, what adjustments I need to make. And we get into so many things in our life where we're just praying things away that we don't ask God the strength to get through it, and then he'll take care of the rest. Listen, I am in a place right now where, God, I need you to help me get through some things. There's some things I'm just trusting you for. I don't know the ins and outs of everything, but I know you're going to test me in a certain way, and I can't necessarily pray for the test to go away, because then as we do as teachers, I'm testing you or assessing you to see what you know or see what you can handle. And if I take the test away, you don't take the test, then I don't know what you can handle, and I don't know what you can be trusted with. I always ask God, trust me with stuff. I want you to do this. And he does, but he puts that test first. And there's a couple of things you can do. You can quit. You can even pray, God, like, I don't even want this test. Or we could take, we can take a line from our God, not my will, but your will be done. And with that is, I still got to go through it. Jesus still had to die. You still have those consequences. You still have those rough times. You still have to go through that pain. You still have to go through that anguish. And instead of changing things where you're masking it with your feelings, or you're doing things out of emotion, or you are acting out because you're trying to hide that certain thing. Listen, pray for your strength to go through it. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. God is going through it with you. Remember that. All right. But guess what? You gonna get tested. And in those times, sometimes the teacher is the quietest person. You got to remember that sometimes that teacher is going to be the quietest person, but you gonna get tested either way. So pray for the guidance, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding to get through that. And now, because I changed my prayer and I'm trusting my faith, I'm going to get my stuff back. I want y'all to hear that. I want you to get my stuff back. It's something that that God gave me a long time ago with an acronym where I'm going to get my stuff back. I'm spiritually taking under full faith. I'm going to get my stuff back. All the things that I told God, take the test away when he was trying to bless me, I'm going to get my stuff back, because you going to get tested. So either you build your strength and your worth ethic to go through the test, or you going to quit and you'll never get to the full potential that you want to be because you're afraid to get tested. We in a time right now where we're in a pandemic. You're going to get tested a lot, because we need to make sure that you don't have the bad thing to transmit to other people. You're going to get tested. Understand, the test ain't always bad. I actually gave a quiz during the week of homecoming. Kids automatically, oh man. And then when they got it, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, because I prepared you. All you had to do was your part. But sometimes you can't realize it's not just showing up. It's showing up prepared. It's showing up to execute on a high level. Go get your stuff back, and don't be afraid of the test, because you're going to get tested. Listen, man, hopefully that blessed someone. Hopefully that helped somebody through some time or something that they're going through right now. Or it may help you go back in the future. And you may have to go back and listen to this again. Listen, I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate you guys. Remember, we're in the fourth quarter. I need you guys to make sure you are staying focused and keeping strong. All right. Listen, if this is your first time listening, hit that button, subscribe, tell somebody, share, also leave a review. Man, we love you here at the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we're filling in the gap. Listen, always remember, make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.